welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Hi, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. I am so excited. We're on day 10 and we're going to be talking about our new favorite, new to me genre. So I did like this idea because I think we talk a lot about new to me authors that we love, but I wanted to talk about a new to me genre. So this could be a subgenre, this could be just the romance genre in general, but specifically what subgenre within romance is new to you, and I think you all will really like this topic. I really like this topic. So let's hop on in.
Hi, I'm Heather from HandbookTubes, and my subgenre slash trope that I had not read before 2020 is black gloves. So I had never read a romance between two black main characters, and now I've read so many of them that's almost funny to me that I really hadn't read it before this year. So one of my very favorite black romance authors is Alexandria House. I've read a bunch of her books. One of her most beloved series is the McLean brothers, and the first book in that is Let Me Love You. And it is about a rapper, a very famous rapper named Big South. And he doesn't make the greatest first impression on our heroine. It's kind of misogynistic, and she calls him out on it, and he's like, all right, you're right, I'll make it right. And he does, and he pursues her and treats her like a queen and will do anything for her. And she is a single mom of a little girl, and she has a lot of drama with her ex, and he like takes care of that for her. And they obviously deal with award shows and paparazzi and things like that. And they're both single parents. The thing that I really love the most about Alexandria House's books is always that her heroes treat their women like they worship the ground they walk on. They're just so good to them and will do anything for them. And I just love that so much. I really love this whole family. There are 4 brothers and a sister. The only one I haven't read is the sister's book, and they're all very different personalities, very different setups and love interests, but I love them so much. And this one was one of my favorites. This one and the last of the brothers, those are my 2 favorites in the series. But like I've said, I've read a bunch of her books. They're available on Kindle Unlimited, so you just can't get any better than that. Thank you, bye.
Hi guys, my name is Ezra from I Heart Romance, and I'm really so happy that I participated in Tamika's 12 Days of HEAs. So now I'm going to be talking about my new to me genre for this year, and it is actually dark romance. I have been avoiding dark romances for a while, and this year was the year where I actually dipped my toes into dark romance. So yes, I've been reading a lot of dark romances. Although it's not a lot, I'm trying to read more of, because I'm really enjoying the darkness of these romances and the skill that the authors are writing this genre, because it is tricky to get this right. So the books that I have been reading in this genre are the Wicked Villain series by Katie Robert. This is a retelling of our favorite Disney villains. So this series was really interesting, and they are erotic as well. So I really liked it, and I enjoyed majority of the books in this series. The next dark romance book that I actually loved and enjoyed is Corrupt by Penelope Douglas, and this is book 1 of the Devil's Night series. I am planning to read the other books in the Devil's Night series, but this book is really eye-opening. The hero here is pretty morally gray, and the things that happen to the heroine are very disturbing, but the skill that Penelope Douglas has with writing this series is actually pretty amazing, because I actually ended up rooting for the hero and the heroine to be together. So yes, if you haven't tried reading a dark romance before, try reading Penelope Douglas or Katie Robert. They're actually really great, and I know you will enjoy them.
Hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm from a little channel called Booked for Romance. And a new to me genre is historical romance. So historical romance is something I ended up stumbling into. I'm more of a fantasy reader, but I ended up finding some awesome historical romances that just blew me away, and I kind of wanted to share a few of those with you guys. The first author I absolutely adored is Kerrigan Byrne. She is really great with historical romance. I absolutely adored her. Other historical romances that I stumbled upon are Kate Bateman, which is also another fabulous historical romance person to start off with for historical romance, which I absolutely adored her. And then also my all-time favorite is Sarah MacLean. This is my #1 favorite book that got me into the genre of historical romance. I absolutely adore this book. I highly recommend it. But the one thing I wanted to mention to you guys is this. If you love historical romance, you should definitely know that the Julia Quinn series is coming to Netflix. And I really just kind of stumbled upon historical romance, and then I stumbled upon these, and then this just ended up popping up. We actually are doing a book club for historical romance for this, but this is coming out December 25th on Netflix. And if you are a historical romance person, this is definitely something that you either want to read, reread, or kick into. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you to Tamika for doing the 12 days of HEA.
Hello my friends, my name is Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life, and I am super excited to be able to take part in Tamika's 12 days of HEA. Today I'm going to be talking about a new subgenre in romance that I discovered this year. And for me, that is dark historical romances. I first discovered this earlier in the year when I read The Highwayman by Kerrigan Byrne, and I sort of progressed on that throughout the year, but it really culminated for me when I picked up Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. I picked this up on a recommendation by Jen from the Book Refuge, and I was absolutely blown away with this book. I have really kind of struggled with how I would feel about a dark romance in a historical, because I feel like usually when I reach for a historical, I want something that's definitely going to be happy and comforting and not really going to make me uncomfortable or really go to dark places. But I was really pleasantly surprised at how invested I got in these stories and how interesting it was to see the dark concepts in these historical romances and how they dealt with them. And this one in particular was so satisfying because you have several tropes, all from the way of enemies to lovers. This is really just the perfect enemies to lovers historical romance with the most satisfying conclusion that I have ever read. I instantly became a fan of Pam Godwin and am really interested in branching out into more dark romances, hopefully finding them in historicals as well.
So I don't think anyone is shocked by what mine is. Because what's this stack of historical romances? And this stack of right here, and this stack up here, and this behind me there, and behind me there, and a stack over there. It's historical romance. I really did not think I was gonna like historical romance. We've talked about this. I seriously thought, I don't like historical romance. This is not gonna be for me. This is not something I'm gonna enjoy. And here I am telling you right now that a new to me genre that I've absolutely loved this year has been historical romances. I love them. They're absolutely phenomenal. I particularly really like Highlander romances. I like Scotland. So I have to eat my words. Historical romance has been the new to me genre that I've absolutely fell in love with this year, and I am so happy that I finally read them. I have not been reading them as of like the last couple months, and I kind of want to get back to them and read more of them. But I found one of my new all-time favorite series this year, and I absolutely adore historical romances. They have been such a fun thing for me, and they have been such an interesting part of my reading, and I'm just honestly so happy that I found them. I feel like the heroines in historical romances are so sassy, and I love that. And I love that they challenge the heroes. It is absolutely adorable. Makes me swoon. 20 out of 10. Wish I would have started reading historical romances last year, but I'm really glad that I tried them and that I liked them. That was the shocking part for me. I really didn't know if I was going to. So as always, all of the links for the different hosts are in the description, and we will chat with you all tomorrow for day 11. We are almost done with the series, and I'm so happy for everyone who has stuck with it and watched it all, and who has watched every single one of these, and who has subscribed to new romance booktubers you didn't know existed. We are so excited. So tomorrow's day 11. We'll see you then.